Hello, and welcome to the Lever Report, a weekly video newsletter for human-centric leaders to navigate the week ahead. I'm Drew Fortin, here with your latest update for the week starting Monday, June 9th, 2025. Hiring cools in the latest job report, a look inside Tesla's culture debt, new survey data shows the C-suite's poor perception of HR, AI breaks the career ladder, and how leadership changes because of it. Here's the news to start your week. Last week's job data painted a picture of a cooling yet resilient labor market. According to a Bloomberg report on ADP data, private sector hiring slowed to its weakest pace in 2 years, adding only 37,000 jobs in May. This was echoed by the official jobs report from the Labor Department, which showed that the U.S. added a total of 139,000 jobs, with a significant downward revision of 95,000 jobs for March and April combined. The Wall Street Journal characterized the current environment as, quote, low hiring but low firing, as employers grow more cautious amidst economic uncertainty, yet are hesitant to conduct mass layoffs. Despite the hiring slowdown, pay gains have remained strong for those who switch jobs, seeing a 7% increase. With unemployment holding steady at 4.2%, as the market reacts positively to the numbers being better than feared, while still signaling employer caution due to tariff uncertainty. Tariff volatility continues to negatively impact business profits and planning, and economists anticipate further impacts later in the year, even as unemployment remains stable despite federal job cuts. Now, this data signals a clear shift in the talent landscape. The low hiring, low firing environment means that any war for talent is now a battle for attention and strategic acquisition. This week, it's important that leaders think about focusing on compensation as a competitive differentiator, as the data shows employees are still being rewarded for making moves. Doubling down on your internal mobility and upskilling programs to fill critical roles from within, which is less risky than competing in a cautious external market, makes a lot of sense here. This is the moment to be surgical with your hiring, targeting only the most essential roles while making your company a place where your best talent wants to stay and grow. A recent article from Grace Kay at Business Insider has pulled back the curtain on Tesla's notoriously intense work environment. Based on a leaked recording from a recent culture training at the Austin factory, an instructor acknowledged the burnout and negative sentiment many former employees feel, stating, quote, "A lot of people leave this company, and they have a kind of negative taste in their mouth," end quote. The training, which took place during an unusual week-long production shutdown, encouraged employees to take an active role in improving the culture, a task the instructor noted is usually reserved for leadership. The instructor said, "Leadership has kind of another level of responsibility for trying to guide and direct that culture." They went on to say, "But at the end of the day, it is us as the people on the ground that are a reflection of this culture." Now, this rare glimpse into Tesla's internal dialogue comes as the company faces dropping sales and growing scrutiny, suggesting a pivot to focus on employee morale. The situation at Tesla is a masterclass for all of us on the true return on investment of a positive and appreciative culture. When sales are booming, it's easier to overlook a cutthroat environment, but the real test comes when business slows down and you need your people to rally. What this leaked recording shows is that a culture devoid of human appreciation creates a huge vulnerability during challenging times, forcing you to play catch up on morale when you can least afford it. Don't wait for a crisis to invest in your people. Build a resilient, supportive culture now so that your team is galvanized and ready to innovate through adversity, not burn out because of it. Your people are your greatest asset, not just a means to an end. I thought this was interesting as there's this term in software called tech debt, where development teams make choices to prioritize speed or short-term gains over creating high quality and maintainable code. This results in future work needing to fix or refactor the code to improve the quality or efficiency. In this case, it seems Tesla has applied the same principles. It's clear they've amassed significant cultural debt. The only difference here is that the path to fixing it is not as simple as updating the code. A recent study from Thomson Reuters Institute titled the 2025 C-Suite Survey reveals a critical disconnect in today's businesses. The report surveyed 200 C-suite executives across the US, UK, Canada, and other major economies, offering a stark look at the misalignment between business priorities and the perceived value of HR. While C-suite leaders identify significant barriers to digital transformation, such as skills gaps, cultural readiness, and defining a vision, all fundamentally people-related challenges, they simultaneously ranked the human resources function as one of the lowest contributors to overall business objectives. HR beat only tax and audit functions. While 10% claim not to have an HR function, 46% of executives reported that HR contributes only a little or not at all to achieving company objectives. And those that do see HR as a contributor overwhelmingly see HR as a moderate contributor at best. This data highlights a massive untapped opportunity for businesses to rethink their HR and navigating the complexities of digital and AI integration and transformation. This report is a wake up call for every CEO and leadership team. You can't successfully navigate the biggest business transformation of our lifetime without your people and your culture being at the heart of your strategy. It's time to elevate your HR leaders, transform them from a support function into strategic architects of your digital future. Empower them to tackle the skills gap, drive cultural change, and align your talent strategy directly with your technology and business goals. We need to stop seeing HR as a cost center and start leveraging them as a critical driver of performance and innovation that this moment demands. New research suggests the AI job apocalypse may already be here for entry-level workers. A recent New York Times article by Kevin Roos highlights that unemployment for recent college graduates has jumped to an unusually high 5.8%, with the impact concentrated in technical fields like finance and computer science, where AI has made fast gains. This is backed by a TechCrunch report from Marina Temkin, which cites research from a firm called SignalFire, which shows big tech companies slash new graduate hiring by 25% in 2024. The cause is a paradigm shift where companies are adopting an AI first mindset, adopting routine junior level tasks, and creating a paradox where hiring professionals with 2 to 5 years of experience is actually increasing, leaving no clear path for newcomers to gain the initial experience. This data presents a massive existential threat to our future talent pipelines. If we automate the bottom rung of the ladder, of the career ladder, we eliminate the very training ground that creates our future senior experts and leaders. As leaders, we cannot simply cut these roles. We must intentionally redesign them for a world of human AI collaboration. This means shifting entry-level jobs away from rote tasks and towards work that requires critical thinking, analysis, and overseeing AI-driven outputs from day one. The companies that create a new apprenticeship model for the AI era, teaching young talent how to leverage these tools for higher value work, will be the ones who build a sustainable and competitive workforce for the future. New articles from Business Insider and Inc. magazine signal a fundamental shift in the role of leadership, driven by the rise of AI. According to an interview in Business Insider with LinkedIn executive Anish Raman, the job of middle manager is evolving from managing tasks to coaching and managing the energy of their team. This new role requires creating an environment of psychological safety where employees can experiment and innovate. Echoing this sentiment, an Inc. article by the Entrepreneurs Organization highlights empathy as a critical strategic advantage, with research from Deloitte showing that empathetic leadership can lead to a 3 to 4-fold increase in innovation, engagement, and retention. The message from these articles this past week is clear. Your old management playbook is becoming obsolete. In a world where AI can handle the tasks, your primary role as a leader is to manage the human element, the energy, the creativity, the psychological safety of your team. This means trading your project tracker for your coaching hat and focusing on building a team that feels safe to take risks and innovate. The skill that underpins this entire shift is empathy. It is the strategic key to unlocking the retention and innovation you need to thrive. So stop managing tasks and start leading people, because your ability to foster a supportive and trusting environment is your new competitive advantage. And that's your Lever Report. Check the show notes for any articles or research we covered today. If you're enjoying this content, please show your support by liking this video and subscribing to our channel. Also, please ask questions or share your thoughts in the comments section. We'd love to engage with you. I hope you have a productive week, and we'll see you on the other side.